On this week's episode, Scott thinks he's Dave.
No, you think I'm Dave.
No, you forgot you were Dave.
I forgot it was Dave. I hate it when I forget stuff.
Yeah, they gave you midazolam, something like that.
Something like that. Yeah.
Midazolam.
Yeah.
I don't know. You were in Madison, Wisconsin when they did that study, and they were taking away people's memories. So I think it was you.
That explains a lot, don't it?
And then we find out some more about Scott. We find out the street where he was born, mother's maiden name, first pet's name.
But I'm smarter than that.
Yeah, I don't think so. And we talk about a bunch of other things going on around the world. So Stay tuned, buckle up, and get ready to go because Scott actually tries to participate in this show. Welcome to the Don't Know Show. I'm Steve.
I believe you. And I'm Scott.
And we're going to talk about what we've think about. What would be entertaining. Maybe even, I don't know, talk about what's going on in the world today.
Sure, why not?
What happened with that world down there. And you can follow along. Take a look at our social media. Scott actually posted a few things.
Yep.
This year. But yeah, we're going to talk about what we think is entertaining going on in the world today. And then we're going to talk about pictures behind us. What do you got, Scott?
This is a historic building in Janesville on the river.
Yeah, it's the RCHS.
Yeah. Except I can't remember what it stands for.
Celebrate.
But I did I took a wedding there and they did.
Wait, the Don't Know Show, Scott.
What?
Would not expect anything else from you.
Of course not. Why should I remember anything?
Why would you take it? It's the Rock County where Janesville is in Rock County, and that's a historical society.
Historical society. Hysterical.
Not hysterical.
No, it's
society.
hysterical. Yes, it's hysterical.
Yeah, see,
I know some of these
there.
people, and they're funny.
And that's probably the Lincoln Tallman House, right?
That is, yes.
And how come I know this stuff and you don't?
Well,
don't
because
tell me I just searched it up and knew all of that stuff in 5 seconds. You were there, you took the picture, and you didn't know any of it.
Well, I did at the time, but I forgot it all already.
And how could I figure all that out so quickly? Oh my God. You scared the hell out of me, Sadie. Come on up.
Sadie, we haven't seen Sadie in a while.
Yeah, we're not going to see Sadie much longer.
We usually see Nala.
Sadie is moving. Right, Sadie?
Where are you moving to?
Heck out of me. Here. Turn that way. Look, Sadie.
Hi, Sadie.
Look at the doggy on the screen. Want to bark at it? Want to bark at it? Okay. Bark. Here, let's see if I can get bigger screen here.
Hi, Sadie.
Be quiet. Won't bark. Come on, talk to Scott. Look at the doggy. Look at the doggy. Oh, look at the doggy. Look, you see the doggy?
Sadie, can you tell that's what you look like?
You see the doggy over there? Look. See him? See it? You don't see it. I don't know what you're looking at.
Does he have a drink? Does it mean that's supposed to have
Sadie have a drink? Why would Sadie have a drink? But Sadie's moving out tonight. Right,
Where's Sadie moving to?
Are you going to freak out? Courtney has her house.
Ah.
Has her house. I finished all the technology. It's been painted. The floors have been fixed. Can't get a good shot here.
No, I do not have a drink.
Can you still hear me if I move the microphone over there?
Yeah, you're even quieter than you were before. And
I'll put it back and I'll have to move Sadie. Sadie! Look at Sadie, everybody. Oh, look at Sadie.
Hi, Sadie.
Say goodbye. Say goodbye. We'll be on the show anymore.
Farewell. I need one. Why? Because I'm all stuffy? Or you want me to have to pee at some point so that Steve's going to fun of me?
All right. Does he have a drink? That's what he went to go get, I think. Or is that what you went to go get when you went off the screen?
Oh.
No?
No.
Have a drink. And just to tease Scott, I'm going to have a drink.
Okay.
All right. So talk to me about the Lincoln Tallman House.
It is a historical venue, and people like to get their pictures taken there when they're doing wedding stuff. That's all I remember of it. I don't remember what they did, but I know it was there in the late 1800s.
Was there when?
I believe it was built in the late 1800s.
They have car shows there.
Well, I don't know how they do that.
Today, Saturday, June 3rd, we are hosting the second of 3 special tours in the series of Focus on Art. June 3rd will feature 19th century prints of Lincoln Town Museum.
Okay.
And then Vintage Car Show, Rock County Historical Society. Be part of this fun here. I'll share the screen. Look, they park right in front of the house. See, there's a house, there's the trees, and there's the cars.
Yeah.
The vintage cars. Price range is $1.
Excuse me.
Bless you, I think. Oh, look at the ceiling. Ooh, pretty. Flashback Friday. It's like you being a flasher.
Ah!
So yeah, so there it is. There's the
I call them turn signals.
no more than
flashers.
Which is weird. Why do you bring up subjects that you know nothing about?
It was your cool picture. I just put a cool picture up for my backdrop.
Okay.
Every time I add pictures, my computer gives me a hissy fit. So
well, I told you you got to get that program. You need to download the Windows link, the phone link, PHONELINK. And you and I have to get together so I can make you do this. It's called the phone link. And you put your pictures. That's how I get my pictures from my phone to the computer. It works really well.
okay, I just plug my phone into the.
You don't even have to plug it in. It'll go over Wi-Fi, or if you turn it on, it'll go over your mobile network. And you take your pictures right off your phone, which is pretty cool. So what do you think about my picture behind me?
Like I said, it looks like you were supposed to be ordering food.
Where? Let's see what you think that could possibly be, where I could possibly be that would look like that in Las Vegas.
Well, you got a casino and hotel out the window.
So I'm probably where?
You're in the thing that looks like the Eiffel Tower.
Very good. Yeah, probably on the Strip. That would be Caesar's Palace on the other side. Well, this side, Caesar's Palace. And this side would be Bellagio. Caesar's Palace, Bellagio.
Cool beans.
And then that little bar there, go. We'll just do this way.
Yeah.
That's the Eiffel Tower frame inside the Eiffel Tower. That's the Eiffel Tower restaurant.
Cool.
Looking out over the mountains in the back of the sun.
I did goodly. I got that one mostly right.
And you made a comment yesterday about be looking scruffy. Do I look more scruffy this week?
Yes, you look more scruffy this week.
So I grow a beard usually once a year during November.
Yep.
For cancer awareness. However, this isn't November.
No, it's not.
So why am I growing a beard?
Because you found out about No Mow May, but it's now June, so you don't have to do that anymore.
So that's not it.
No. Okay, let's see. What other reason would you grow a beard for? Oh, you got a part in a movie as an extra.
Nope. And you can't say hunting season because that's
wrong time of year.
Also, right? So I'll give you a hint.
You're trying to full facial recognition.
This has to do with things you know nothing about, sports.
Okay. You are protesting that they're trying to build a new stadium and there's not room.
I'm supporting, I'm not protesting.
Oh, you're supporting.
So who am I supporting?
The Golden Knights.
Yes. Why am I growing a beard at this time of the year?
Well, because they play on the ice.
This is playoffs.
Okay.
And what is one of the things that hockey players do during playoffs?
Get in fights?
During playoffs?
I'm sure they can do it during playoffs too.
Okay.
Okay. I would assume it has something to do with what do they call that?
They do not shave. Jeannie's got it.
Why do they not shave?
Because it's the playoffs.
Because it's like a good luck thing?
Right, exactly.
Okay.
So the Golden Knights.
I get it. It's like Hercules' hair or whatever. It's
right.
I get it. Okay.
So the Golden Knights are in the playoffs. They won game 1 last night on Saturday.
Yay.
The score does not reflect how close the game really was. But
what was the score, Steve?
I don't know, Scott. What do you think it was?
Well,
I'll give you a hint. The Golden Knights had 5.
so the competitors must have had 4.
Oh, no. I said the score did not reflect how close the game was. So 5-4 would be a close game.
Okay.
Right? Okay. So what's the score?
But it wasn't a skunk, right?
No, they didn't shut him out. As a matter of fact, the Panthers scored first.
So in that case, I'm going to go 5-3 because they almost made it 5-4.
Brooke say what?
You said the score doesn't look as close as it really was. So if it was 5-3, that means that something happened where it could have ended up being 5-4, but it ended up not being 5-4. So that's why it was closer than it. Yeah.
This is how I know you're not looking at my picture.
I got yelled at by somebody that says that I don't look into the camera enough. I'm always looking down.
Well, put the camera in front. Put the picture in front of the camera. So you're looking at make the box there. I've been giving you the score the whole time.
I have to keep my eyes on.
Been giving you the score the whole time. 2.
Hi, fellow American.
5-2.
I am not the crook.
They scored. Florida scored in the first and the second. The Golden Knights scored in the first, the second, and then 3 in the third.
3 in the third, man.
Yeah.
Hey, wait a minute. 33 in a third. What's that from?
Well, we're not talking about that yet. We're not on that subject yet. So that would have been a great segue had that been the subject that was coming up even close to being next. But that subject doesn't come up till
next week, right?
At this rate, next show.
Yeah.
Maybe even not till the show after that.
Yeah, go figure.
But yeah, so this will be shaved after we win the Stanley Cup. After we hoist the cup.
Hoist it. Don't they fill it full of booze first?
Not on the ice.
Oh no, that's a NASCAR one, right?
No, they don't fill. No, nobody fills them with booze at the competition. They shake champagne bottles and spray them around, but they don't fill the cups. F1 sprays champagne bottles.
Definitely remember. I don't remember what it was.
No, they don't fill the cup.
They poured the champagne in the cup and drank out of the cup.
No. But thank you for playing. They do that outside of it, but not when whatever. You're not the sports guy, so
nope, I'm not the sports guy. But
just
I
take everything that Scott says
stuff.
is no. They do that, but not. They'll take this Stanley Cup to parties and they'll fill it with beer and they'll chug beer out of it and all kinds.
All right.
But no,
they just don't do it on the main thing because it's like
no, not on the ice.
Cool, right? Got it.
You probably drink Bud Light too.
I very rarely drink beer, and if I do, it would be New Glarus.
Nothing. This is an opportunity for you to make some money. This is not financial advice, but you got to figure Budweiser isn't going out of business. So right now, while they've screwed up and everybody hates them and their stock is tanking, that'd be a good time to throw not a lot of money in, but yeah, some funny money in there. A couple $100, maybe double your money.
So you know, if you put funny money in there, you will get arrested.
Well, put some in. Let's see. Let's see if you will or won't. So I have to ask you a question.
Okay.
And I want you to answer this normally. Don't try and be funny. Don't try and be stupid. But are you Dave?
Am I Dave?
Are you Dave?
No.
That's what the guy who went to Madison and was in this study would say. Do you remember your trip to Madison?
Yes.
Do you remember what you did there?
I drove people around for prom.
Do you remember? Because did you see what they're doing in Madison?
Well, they do a lot of things in Madison. It's a state capital.
Okay. Well, here's what they did in Madison. And I think you were Dave.
Dave. Oh, psychedelics.
Scientists gave people psychedelics and then erased their memory.
Ooh.
So psychedelics. So the good news and the bad news is psychedelics are non-habit forming. Right? You can't get addicted to psychedelics.
Correct.
Cool, right?
Well,
However, you
not
can't have
physically addicted.
What?
Not physically addicted. You become psychologically addicted.
No, you don't become psychologically addicted. You could have a mental break. So you got to have people that are there to help you keep your thing there. But in a hospital room in Madison, Wisconsin, Dave lay on a bed. I think you were Dave. And you just don't
Because I look at the trim of my like this every once in a while.
because they erased your memory, and you consistently cannot remember things.
No.
So,
and I don't even have Alzheimer's. Yeah.
That's what I think happened. I think you took this.
So what you're telling me is all those Alpine Valley concerts I was doing, they were slipping this stuff to me?
No, you weren't in Madison, Wisconsin there.
Oh, are you sure I was in Madison?
Stay with the story, would you?
All right.
I told you not to try to be funny because you're not.
Well, I wasn't before. Now I'm being funny now.
Okay, raise of hands. Everybody thinks that was funny.
See?
Even Scott didn't raise his hands.
2 against 1.
Even Scott didn't raise his hands. That's so sad.
Of course, you need new glasses now.
You didn't remember.
That you don't need glasses?
But yeah, so isn't that crazy that, in today's day and age with all the stuff going on in the news that we're testing psychedelics again?
Sure. Well, you remember the movie Red with Bruce Willis?
Retired Extremely Dangerous?
Correct. Remember when they went and found John Malkovich? Can't remember his character name.
Yeah.
Okay. And he was living underneath the Volkswagen or whatever in the ground. And Bruce Willis says, this lady says, he's kind of crazy. He said, well, they were feeding him psychedelics for 13 years or whatever. He's like, well, he looks pretty good.
So remember how he was interrogating the general to get the information out of him? And the spiders and the psychedelics?
The general in Red?
Go watch the movie. The guy in the trunk. Go watch the movie. Underneath the power lines.
Yeah.
Go watch the movie again.
Okay.
I'm definitely using this Wisconsin study. And, not that it wasn't memorable, but Dave's memories were intentionally erased.
Cool. They give you new ones? Good question, right?
Midazolam? How do you pronounce that? Midazolm. No, don't open it. How do you pronounce that? I know how to pronounce it. Now I can't remember how
it sounds right.
But now, what the heck? I could pronounce it right.
Hi, Goobs.
Midazolam.
Okay.
Midazolam. That's what they give you to. That's what I hear in the spy movies.
Right.
They gave them to erase their memories. Midazolam. So yeah, they gave him LSD and then midazolam. Yeah. So because you affect your trip on LSD because of what you're thinking.
Okay.
You affect your psychedelic trip. Your mental state is what depends whether you're having a good trip or a bad trip or what people situation is. So they erase the memory so that they get the truth. It's whatever.
I see.
It's whatever. So I thought, since you don't know anything, I think we should go back to our segment called Let's Meet Don't Know Personality Scott Thomas. And let's let all of our viewers find out more about Scott Thomas. So one of the things that you were talking about in the pre-show about Scott Thomas was Scott Thomas is afraid he's sick. But he's also afraid that there is Canada smoke. Okay. Please explain.
Well, you know about the
Canadian... that was enough. That we don't really want to hear from you that much.
I should have figured it.
No, Canada. So we have California smoke. You've heard me talk about that on the show.
Yes.
So what's Canada smoke?
Same problem. They're having massive forest fires, and the jet stream is parked over us right now. So it's bringing all that smoke here for the past 2 weeks.
You have a jet parked over you?
Something like
Is
that.
that
Yeah, we keep
noisy?
getting notices on our phones and on our computers and stuff saying, warning, air quality alert. It's like we're all of a sudden in Los Angeles. It's like, what?
Why? What's Los Angeles have to do with Canada smoke?
Nothing, but they have smog problems.
Why would they have Canada air warning alerts in LA just like you're having there?
They just have air alert warnings.
Yes, there's air in California.
There is. There's air all around our planet. Thank goodness. Because without it, we'd all be gone.
So let's find out a little bit more about Scott Thomas.
We did that already.
Where were you born?
In the hospital.
See, folks, this is why he's not funny. I thought you were born in a pool.
Nope.
And they didn't put water in it. And they
Nope.
dropped you from the shallow end. You slid down a deep end and hit your head.
Nope.
Yeah, I think that's what happened.
Nope.
Well, you won't tell me where you were born. You don't know where you were born.
I don't know the name of the hospital off the top of my head. I'd have to look up the records again.
You don't even know the town.
Oh, that I do know, but I can't tell anybody that.
Why?
Because it's one of the things you're not supposed to talk about because of all your password stuff.
Oh. What was your first dog's name?
See, same thing.
What streets did you live on?
Oh, I know what street you lived on. All right, folks. See, we're teaching you how to have better cybersecurity. Do not use this information and stuff.
No. But what do you tell people about yourself when you're out driving? Like, people ask about you? What kind of information do you share?
Well, first of all, when I'm doing my speech, introducing myself and giving them the rules of the bus, I tell everybody I'm BD.
Big Dave?
No.
Not Big Dick.
No. Although people ask me that sometimes.
Well, it's not something as stupid as bus driver, so I know that.
That's part of it, though. The routine goes, hi, I'm BD. For the ladies, it's Big Daddy. For the guys, it's Big Dog. And for the drunks, it's Bus Driver. And everybody laughs. See, it breaks the ice. And, then I give them the rules about, you can eat, drink, and get naked. However, no smoking, regurgitation, or urination is allowed on this vehicle.
On the vehicle?
That's right.
What if I hang it out the window?
That would be very impressive because all the windows are at the roof level.
Have people tried that?
I've had a couple of people ask if they could. I said, well, first of all, no, because you can't get it up there unless you had a 2-foot schlong.
They can't get it up. What have you been doing with your passengers?
Yeah, lots of things. See, I entertain them properly.
Now, if they can't get it up.
Well, that's, guys shouldn't be getting it up because of me.
Why? You're not sexy?
I'm too sexy for my...
No, that's not the song.
It's not?
No, the Lysol song.
Oh, I was just... No, she thinks my Lysol sexy. That's different.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So what else do you tell people about yourself?
I tell them that I'm, an entertainer by trade because I usually whistle for them and they all get a kick
trade?
out of that. Yes.
Never made money, you only traded for it?
I only traded for it.
That's a sucky job.
Yeah. Hey, barter is awesome.
Is it? Do you bartering?
I used to. I used to belong to the Illinois Trade Association, and it sucks something fierce.
Yeah, because people in there don't really have good products, unfortunately. The people who do that, you wish they had better products.
Yeah. They want to pay me in trade dollars, but then when I want to go use trade dollars, if I want to buy a $200 item and say, it's $1,000 in trade, I didn't take my show and jack it up 10 times.
Right, exactly. But if you were to jack it up, then maybe you could get them to get it up.
Oh, yeah, sure.
What else do you tell people about yourself?
You just really got to get down to the gutter to this show, don't you?
You're the one who's got the dirty mind.
No, it's you.
No.
Even Jeannie stopped typing because she couldn't.
You're the one. Anymore. You're the one drawing all the dirty pictures. So what else do you tell people about yourself?
Huh?
What would you want people to know about you? If I was giving a speech about Scott Thomas won this amazing humanitarian award. And one of the things that Scott would want me to tell you about himself would be,
I'm an entertainer. It's not just the job, it's my entire being.
but being funny isn't part of it, being an entertainer. I know that. At least not for you.
People find me very humorous sometimes.
Well, sure. Look in the mirror.
Yep. That's how I know I'm funny. I get out of the shower, I look in the full-length mirror, and I laugh my ass off, which is awesome because then I got to glue it back on.
Wish you could. Wish it was that easy.
Yeah. Actually, that's kind of funny. I don't have a big ass. I just have the barrel chest. Susie even laughs about that. She says, you got no butt. I said, neither did my dad.
Yeah, well, that's the problem with you
genetics.
Alcoholics. Most guys stopped at a 6-pack and you went for the keg.
Yeah, that's it. A keg full of soda pop. Although I did have a Angry Orchard crisp apple cider on Friday night.
Why?
Because I had already drank probably 2 gallons of fluid and I was not quenching my thirst. So I drank that because for some odd reason, like a beer or one of those things just knocks the thirst down right away.
And where were you at?
In the house. It was the end of the day.
You're just unwinding at the end of the day and you had a angry apple.
I was watching Memorial Day war movies.
Cool.
I still do that every year.
Okay.
We can't forget.
Should I jump to that subject then? I guess I could.
I'll
jump to that subject.
Aren't you going to freak everybody up downstairs if you jump on the up and down?
No. I'm
okay.
Very quiet. I sneak up on people. So we just had a very boring Memorial Day.
Why was it boring?
What'd you do?
What did I do?
You had one Angry Orchard and you went on bus rides.
Well, that was, last weekend was all that. Well, yeah, I had bus runs last weekend too.
Yeah. So what else did you do?
Watch Memorial Day movies.
Like I said, boring.
Not boring.
Boring. So what holiday is coming up next?
Let's see. Pappy's Day.
Yes, very much so. And have you ever heard of a restaurant called Chix Filet?
I have.
Do you know that they are doing a big promotion that fathers eat free on Father's Day?
I did not know that.
It's very exciting.
Very exciting.
Very exciting. I think that's pretty cool that they're doing that.
Okay.
Do you know anything about Chick-fil-A?
I do.
What do you know about them?
They make chicken sandwiches with a pickle on them, which is just weird.
Okay. You know anything else about them?
I know that after 3 months of listening to you and Jeannie telling me that Popeyes had better sandwich, that I went and did a video about my Popeyes experience.
And it was a good sandwich, right?
It was a good sandwich.
Right.
Although I had just come from the dentist, so my taste buds weren't quite right, but that's okay.
Huh. Does anybody know anything about Chick-fil-A? Do you know it's a Christian company?
Yes, they close. Aren't they closed on Sundays like Hobby Lobby?
Yes.
And they're catching flack about that too.
Wait for it, folks. He'll figure it out in a second. Watch his mind work. Watch his mind work.
Why is smoke coming out of my ears again?
Put it together, Scott. You can do it.
Okay. Well, Father's Day is on Sunday.
There it is. There it is. You got to see the squirrel spin the wheel. Yeah, that was
I forgot.
And I got everybody to focus on your face too, which is really good.
Always on Sundays, yeah.
You got to watch your reaction for that because it worked. It worked perfectly.
There you go.
So that was good to jump to there now.
Okay.
So have you seen the latest thing on Boom? I had to do the generation list because every generation has their problem, right? The catastrophe had to go through, World War I, World War II, this
right.
crash, Korean War, 9/11, COVID, right?
Sure.
So the boomers, which is the 46 to 64 people, 1946 to 1964.
Okay.
Right? That's kind of where you and I are, right?
Correct.
Okay. We apparently can't figure out how hard it is and how bad inflation is for the new generation, for the Gen Z or the Gen Alpha.
Okay.
Gen Z is born 97 to 2010, and then General Alpha is born after 2000.
Which makes absolutely no sense, because that means that Gen Z and Gen Alpha overlap for 10 years.
Well, they do.
Okay.
Because they don't know how to. Are we going to argue over this, or are we going to talk about what the story is about?
Both.
Okay, go.
Well,
Let you get out of your system.
We've gone through this many times where we've read information from somebody else who posted. It's like, don't they freaking edit their own stories?
But Generation Alpha is some stupid thing that came out like, because we're after 2000. No, you're part of the Gen Z group, but whatever. So I don't know what they're called when they were born after 2010. I don't know what that.
Youngins.
Because millennials are 81 to 96. But yeah, so boomers can't conceptualize. This college student on TikTok, well, there you go, says the older generation doesn't know about inflation and never had a fight for jobs.
Right.
And all the comments on TikTok are, they don't know what it is. They don't know what it's like to have to fight for a job. And like, really? So yeah, I'm like, oh no, that's not true. But okay, whatever. Here's the problem. At some point, we decided that college education and the piece of paper was more important than the knowledge they got.
Correct.
Then they kept going back to the lobbyists again. Lobbyists kept going back to government and say, we need to raise the amount of money that students can take out. And you know what? Every time they raise the amount that students can go into debt, that's what tuition at the colleges went up. Same
Correct.
amount. Isn't that amazing?
Absolutely astounding.
So now it's more important that you have a degree in violin string tightening than you do in actually getting a business degree and learning about actually how to run a business or how to handle people or how to balance your budget or accounting or anything. So now all of these students are graduating with mountains and mountains of debt, like $300,000 in debt. When you hear that, you're like, oh my God, you better be a doctor. But Jesus, they come out of school with $300,000 worth of debt. That's ridiculous. And you can't go bankrupt on that. You go bankrupt, you still owe that.
Yeah, that's right.
Can't default on that. So that's another bunch of the scams. So that's kind of a stupid thing that we're doing to people. But here's the other thing. We have increased, in quotes, what average is. What was the average size house in the 1980s?
1,800 square?
That's too big.
In the 80s?
In the 80s. The average size house in the 1980s was 1,595. So about 1,006.
All right. That was 200 too much. Okay.
40 years later, what do you think the average size of a house is now? And this even surprised me because I don't even have this big of a house.
2,400.
Yeah. Well, you think if you're buying a house that's almost twice the size, it's even with inflation, it's going to be more expensive. So the problem is, yes, you're making an average salary, but you're living a lifestyle with all this college debt you can now do, and this house that's twice as big as what you used to live in. And then cars, of course, cars have gone way more expensive, and
absolutely asinine.
Even nice cars are like way out of league, but even the cheaper cars are nicer cars than what the cars were. I mean, I drove around a AMC Gremlin. That thing was like stripped down, or a Pinto, right?
Yeah.
People aren't driving those cars today.
No.
Like, no, we need a nice car. We need way better car than that. So the cost of being average has gone up.
Yes, it has.
The average salary is still higher than what the average salary was, but to buy the things that are average are more expensive.
Correct.
So if we went back to buying 1,600 square foot homes, and we went back to buying Pintos and Gremlins and what was the thing? What else? What are some other cheap vehicles?
You already said the Pacer, right?
No, Pacer, AMC Pacer.
Yeah.
So if we went back to buying those kinds of cars, guess what?
Yeah.
Then you wouldn't be as bad. So it's a dual-edged sword of the fact that you can go way more into debt just coming out of school. So you can go $300,000 into debt before you can make $1. That's ridiculous.
Yep.
Even as a doctor, you know how long it takes to make back $300,000?
Well, yeah, because you've still got if you're a doctor, you still got to pay for your housing. You still got to pay for your food. You still got to pay for car insurance, your vehicle.
Right. And if you're a doctor, you think you've worked that hard, so you're going to probably have a bigger than average house. You're probably going to drive around in a Mercedes, not in a AMC Pacer.
And of course, you can't work 7 days a week because you have to play golf.
Right. So golf is expensive. You join the country club.
Yeah.
So weird.
That reminds me.
What?
One of the bus runs that I did last week, the guy is from Manhattan, right? He's got a membership at the country club in whatever it is out there. Guess how much his membership was for the year?
In Manhattan?
Yeah.
400,000?
Close.
High or low?
550.
550, yeah.
Yep.
I believe it. I was going to say $500,000.
It's like, what?
Wait. It's more than that, because I'm sure he's got a minimum spend.
Oh, yeah, I bet you that's true.
So that $500,000 is just to get into the club. Then there's a minimum spend you have to spend at the restaurant.
Yeah, because he was saying, because I picked him up and they were staying at the Grand Geneva, which has 2 golf courses on there. He said, it's cheaper. It would be cheaper for me to fly here once a week to play golf here than I'm paying for my country club.
Yes, it would be. And he should.
It's insane. He should.
So,
I couldn't get him to tell me what he does to make that kind of money, though.
We're never going to be out of debt. Drug dealer. We're never going to be out of debt to doing any of this stuff.
That's not true.
Influencer? Podcaster?
Well, no, once you're dead,
YouTube.
You're not dead anymore.
Podcaster, YouTube. Yeah, couldn't have hooked him up with us. No. Nice. Thanks, Scott.
You're welcome.
Way to get us out there.
Yeah. Yeah.
So are we at the halfway point?
We are. We're actually, well, yeah. Knowing you, yes. Started 10 minutes early, but we'll probably go 10 minutes long. So yeah, we're there.
All right. Well, let's go back to Madison, Wisconsin then. And
Okay.
let you give us our positivity message. And for those of you who are playing along at home, that's a segue for Scott's positivity message. See if you can connect the dots.
Losing your mind might seem like the world is coming to an end until you realize how much fun you are having escaping normalcy.
If you can remember it. And we'll talk about normalcy because that's a new word. There's an old-timey word that I used to call that. Did you know that?
It's not a new word.
It is a new word.
No.
Yeah, there's an old-timey word for normalcy. Normality.
Normalness?
Normality,
yeah.
Normality means the same thing, but that's what old people say, normality.
Normal.
So normalcy is a newer word, just so you know.
Yeah.
I can't believe you don't know that on the Don't Know show. How could you not know stuff?
All right.
I'm going to bring up the show subject board here. Wait, I wonder if I make that full screen. No, I can't make it full screen. I'm going to bring up the show subject board here so everybody can see. because there's a picture on here, and I just want to talk about the picture. All right. And I would like you.
I like it too. Yeah, I see it.
And I'd like you to tell me what is interesting about that picture and that story. And I don't really care what the story is.
Those are such lifelike looking robots.
Yeah. BMW employs robots to inspect paint on 1,000 vehicles a day. And that's the picture they chose.
Exactly. It's perfect.
You freaking kidding me?
You know, I always wanted a girl robot, but I would have preferred somebody a little bit, more.
Notice I titled that. What did I title that? More of Scott's
favorites.
But then I'm just gonna see if I can open it
because it's the Thomas Industry Update, so it might be my own industry.
Close it and open it on the right one. So,
needle pulling thread.
There's a way to close and open. I know you like these things, so. La, 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 la.
All right, what are you bringing up now?
These are different shirts that I thought people would.
Pay more, pay more. There we go. I don't need Google. My wife knows everything. I've seen that before. Temporary IKEA coworker. Please don't ask me any hard questions. I like it.
Focus. That's a great shirt.
Yeah, be different, but they're all wearing it. Surprise. I was planned. I was a surprise. Yep.
Didn't realize I was going to have twins.
This girl loves bacon. She's going to find a guy right away. I don't fart, whisper in my panties. Sometimes it's a scream. Aha. Yeah. Oh, I don't fart. I whisper in my panties. There we go.
That's your shirt.
Stop picturing me naked.
That's your shirt right there.
Yeah. It makes perfect sense. If found drunk or unconscious, please return to anyone but wife. Sure. Couple endgame. Problems. Hot.
99.
Not
one.
Not one.
Problems 99. I got problem 99, but she ain't one of them.
There you go. World's greatest dad semifinalist. Oopsie.
I want that for Father's Day.
Oopsie.
Runner up.
Marriage symbol. International symbol for marriage.
Money, wallet.
Yeah. My daddy is a geek, but I'm living proof he scored at least once. Bingo. I'd flex, but I like this shirt.
Get it?
Yep. Did we just become best friends? Yep. Spinster shirt. That's what it is. Yeah, check one. The single taken will die alone with 12 cats, and that's the one she checked.
And there's got the
sweatshirt. That one already.
Yeah.
That's cute. My heart belongs to the, but nobody's actually reading that.
Yeah, exactly. She loves the Yankees. Oh, here you go.
Daddy's working the pole, so mommy doesn't have to. Yep.
For electricians.
Hard truths. I have a boyfriend. Oh, wait. No, that's a fridge. I have a fridge. Aha. My sincerest apologies for blocking your view. And that is one big dude.
That's one for the concert right there.
He looks like he's like 6'8". The original, the remix. Perfect. Father and son. Sneaky trick. I'm going to Disney and don't know it. I wish I could read. There you go. How about no? Get trained by one of our trainers. I did. And it's a skeleton. No, I love it when I
love my wife.
Because nobody reads the small print. It says,
right.
It when lets me buy car parts. Harsh truth. World's okayest runner. There we go. At my age, I'm Not a snack. I'm a Happy Meal. I come with toys and kids.
Yeah.
That's a good one for dating. Show me your kitties.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, sure. What's the secret? How do I block you in real life?
Ooh.
Coincidental training?
Timing.
I don't quite. Oh, I love to fart. Okay.
Unfortunate turn.
Today is my lucky day as he gets arrested.
Yeah.
Hey, vegetarians, my food poops on your food. Sorry if I farted in a marathon. All right, perfect. Software developer t-shirt. Software development process. 0. I can't fix this. 1. Crisis of confidence. 2. Questions career. 3. Questions life. 4. Oh, it was a typo. Cool.
No, this will be the last one.
My dad is my ATM.
Yeah. There are a few more, but you know,
All right. Most of those were funny.
Most of those.
Okay. What do we got next?
What do we have next? What time is it?
We got 20 minutes.
Oh, we got to kill 20 minutes yet? Wow.
Yep.
We're cruising through this.
Well, there's like 1,200 subjects, so it's not like we're short.
Oh, I love this one. All right. So I saw this that people were selling these handmade, they called them casserole dishes.
Okay.
But I went to Pottery Barn and saw that they were selling them also. So let me go back and share them.
Oh.
And I thought this was pretty clever until there's something I realized about Americans in geography.
Okay.
We suck at it.
Okay.
Okay. So that's California, obviously, right?
Yes.
You may or may not know that that's Alabama.
Okay. Terrible picture.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Yeah.
you know, you can kind of see the outline of it. You know what Nevada looks like,
Yep.
right?
Sure.
You know what New York looks like.
Okay.
Now, you live just north of Illinois.
Correct. That does not look anything like Illinois.
No. But here's what I wanted to see.
Funny part is it looks a lot closer to Wisconsin.
It's not Wisconsin. Do you know what state that is?
Ooh. Wait a minute.
Because I know that you're bad at your geography, just like all Americans are. So what state is that? I will give you a hint. It's not the Ark of the Covenant.
No, I'm thinking North or South Carolina.
Ark of the Covenant.
Oh, Arkansas. Yeah.
Jesus. Yeah. That's why I was looking through them to see if they all looked right. Like Pennsylvania looked right. I go, oh, Illinois. I know not Illinois.
No.
That's freaking Arkansas. Kansas looks like Kansas. Louisiana looks like the boot. Maine looks like the glove. Missouri looks like Missouri.
Oh, do Michigan.
They don't have Michigan.
Oh, yeah, because Michigan that would be a tough one.
That'd be 2 pieces, yeah.
Yeah.
But I just thought that was funny that, hey, Pottery Barn. It's not Illinois.
No, it's not.
Not Arkansas. Oh. Oopsie. So, I've been talking a lot about recalls lately, yes? On cars.
We haven't been, but yes, we've heard a lot about it on the news.
We talked about them. Cars catching on fire.
Yeah, but you say they're not recalls.
What show are you listening to? Yes, they're all recalls.
You said if Arnold Schwarzenegger's not in it, it's not a total recall. I'm sure you said it. I for sure hear that in my head.
You know how hard he worked for that joke, ladies and gentlemen? You know how hard he worked for that? He ignored everything I said for the past 5 minutes to come up with that.
Well, no, it came up right away. You just had to wait for it to come out.
So Ford Broncos are now being recalled because you may be discouraged from the government. The recall is we are recalling the vehicle because you may be discouraged. Now, why do you think they're discouraged from buying a Ford Bronco?
Because
OJ drove one, and that would be discouraging.
Seriously.
No, seriously. This is a legit, I swear to God, this is a legit thing. They recalled Ford Broncos, and the government said, and I go, now this is not from Ford. This is from the government. And the quote is, let me see if I can find the exact quote. I got the word. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration has made Ford recall a vehicle's 176,000 Broncos, to be exact, from 21 to 23. Here it is, in quotes. The customer may experience some dissatisfaction or be discouraged if they are unable to easily access the seatbelt. So, you know the little clip that you grab and you pull and you clip it, the little clip on this side?
Right.
Well, it's too low when your seat is in one of the multiple positions that the Ford Bronco seat could be in. There's only one position. I don't know if it's the most common position or not, but the NHTSA is making Ford recall them because people may be discouraged because they can't easily use their seatbelt.
So that becomes a safety issue because if they're not discouraged, they're not putting it on. Got it. All right.
Here's the fix. It's a $2 clip. It's a $2 clip.
Shit, cost me 18
It keeps this part of the seatbelt here up so you can get to it.
All right.
I guess if you own those clips, you better rush to the dealer and get those clips.
Yep.
I'm thinking that clip is going to cause more damage. You know how you get seatbelt bruises when you're in an accident?
Yep.
I'm looking
at that. That's not the only thing I could see. I could see that after, a while wearing into your clothes.
I would rather have them do the buttons on the seatbelt, where it holds it up at a certain height.
Yes.
So we can get to it.
And we have a vehicle like that where there's an adapter in there to make it 4 inches taller. So it's easier to get into while you're in the driver's seat.
Yeah. But literally the government has said we might be discouraged.
Yeah.
So they're recalling it.
I wonder if they know how discouraged we are with them.
Yeah. Can we recall them? Can we recall the government because we're discouraged?
Yeah, that's what we're supposed to do every 2 to 4 years.
They got to recall 176,000 Broncos because we might get discouraged.
Yeah. Okay. Well, at least they didn't say you have to change the name on them.
For what? The new Bronco looks nice. I like that vehicle.
There's two things that I've seen all of a sudden. It's like in the past 2 years, this area has exploded in Ford Broncos and those new Jeeps with the bigger tires. They're freaking everywhere. I mean,
with the Willys?
Everywhere.
Rubicons or the Willys?
I think it's the Rubicon. They kind of look like the CJ, or not the CJ,
like the Jeep.
Yeah, Jeep, not the Wagoneer, or is it the Wagoneer? I don't know, but they have removable tops and all that sort of stuff.
But, so we've talked about the MSG Sphere here in Vegas.
Okay.
Billions of dollars YouTube's going to go in. So Dubai, being Dubai, having to have the best of everything because they've got money, which is where the MSG Sphere should probably have been built because they have so much money. They are going to build a sphere, but they're going to call it a moon. $5 billion man-made moon. Now, it's not like the moon is going to be like, walk around the outside. It's just a screen. Look, it's just going to have stuff inside. And it's not going to have like anti-gravity shit. It's just going to be a building, but it's shaped like
For $5 billion, you should have anti-gravity.
like the moon. Look, that's it.
Yeah.
That's it. That's it.
Hey, wait a minute. We're going about this all wrong. We should be marketing our show to Dubai.
Yeah. We should.
I can't believe we never thought about that before. That's why we're not rich yet.
Yep. So you've seen the stuff on the MSG Sphere, right?
I always thought MSG was monosodium glutamate.
Madison Square Garden. So see, U2 is going to be opening it.
Okay.
So here's the science behind the sphere. Look,
Ooh.
area of the sphere, the stage. Now here's the best part, right? You see all this math and all the stuff that they did to design this thing. It's supposed to have the world's largest projection, well, not projection screen, but LED screen behind the band.
Okay.
So they are currently refunding thousands of tickets for YouTube, for U2. Because there are obstructed seating. There are obstructed view seating. You can't see the entire stage from the seats. This place was designed with all this math behind it to see. I wish there was better pictures.
Yeah.
Do I have better pictures here? What it looks like inside here. Why is that not getting bigger there? See the staging?
Yes.
So I'm going to show on the inside. That's the inside. This is the outside. And there's going to be projection on the outside too. But see that? See how tight a screen is?
Yes.
Oh, there's some seats back in here that you can't see.
That would make sense. Yes.
So who the frick designed the place? They designed the place with the screen being all the way up here. They designed it that way.
You betcha.
And then you can't buy the seats because you can't see. Because you can't see the entire stage. You can't see all this up here. So you can't. So like who designed something with the world's largest screen with the shape so you can see the world's largest screen, and then you got seats that you can't see the world's largest screen?
Well, aren't those seats for security?
I don't understand that at all.
Yeah.
No, these seats right here, there are certain seats that you can't see the screen because of the overhang. Because it's just, who designed it? No wonder why this thing is billions of dollars over. It is millions of dollars over too. But see, the projection is going to be on the outside too. I kind of see this a lot, but it covers the whole thing.
Right.
I don't have any more pictures? Yeah, more like this is what I see driving by. They're testing the LEDs here. This one. That's kind of what you see on the outside right now.
Okay.
But yeah. So U2 is going to be there, but yeah, I mean, they could make it look like the moon.
When is it open? When in Vegas?
September, I think it's going to be open for the F1 race in November.
Okay.
When does the shows? The first show, U2 opens it. Come on, the shows. Friday, October 6th.
Very few bands would entice me to go into an actual concert with all how crowded they are.
Oh, I'm sorry. Friday, September 29th.
I think YouTube's one of the ones that I would do that for.
They're gonna do the Octoon Baby live at the Sphere. YouTube is returning stage for a special number of shows. Their first limited live outing in 4 years. First show, 9/29. There you go. The Don't Know show.
Perfect. I love it when a plan comes together, Steve.
Out, you're gonna pay $1,000.
Say that again.
Gonna come out, pay a couple $1,000 for the tickets.
Well, no, we got to get in on the press passes.
Okay. Well, fill out the paperwork, dude. Let's go. All right. So we're gonna end it. We're going to the end.
Well, that would get us done in an hour, which would be like amazing.
Okay, then let's do it. Let's go down to our word of the week. So getting us down to being an hour would be what?
Not normal.
It would be normality. But you call it normalcy.
All right. Well, our word of the week this week is normalcy, which is an adjective for normalcy. Normalcy.
Yes.
Sorry. It's an the adjective for normal actually has 3 noun forms: normalcy, normality, and normalness. Almost no one uses normalness, so we are not including that in our discussion tonight. However,
why not? Normalness.
There isn't any difference in meaning between normalcy and normality, and both words go back to the 1800s, so neither is brand new. That's what I tried to say earlier in the show when you said it was,
Normality is centuries older, though.
Centuries.
Normality is centuries older. Centuries. Hundreds of years. Not thousands of years, but hundreds of years. So normality is the older word. So when I use my old-timey words, I use normality.
You're old-timey.
Yeah.
And I'm new and improved. I shut him up. Woo! Thank you, Steve. You made my night. Although my throat's really getting sore now.
Damn it. I'm going to say sorry. I'm just going to say sorry.
Sorry. So, and if you feel our show is not a bad life decision.
I didn't say that. I just said that normality is centuries older, and many English authorities consider it the superior form. So I will use normality, which is the superior form.
So you think your mother's superior now?
I never really liked that show. I mean, Sally Field was cute, but dressing up like a nun was just weird.
Which reminds me, I just saw Sister Act again. Damn, I keep forgetting how good that movie is. Actually, we watched 1 and 2 back to back.
You gonna watch Jumping Jack Flash next week?
I actually did enjoy that too. A lot of people keep forgetting that Whoopi Goldberg actually can sing.
Well, you know what? I'm getting real tired of the women on The View. So I really don't care what the hell's. They're just it's whatever.
It's politics, which is why we don't talk about it.
It's like talking to you.
Sort of. We're fun and exciting, not boring. Wait a minute. If we're not boring, we're not going to get millions of dollars for being in the boring company.
We're fun and exciting.
Yeah.
That's us. Expecting you. The Love Boat. Soon we'll be making another run. The Love Boat. Promises fun. Something for everyone. All right. So with that, I just want to say thank you for watching.
And if you feel our show is not a bad life decision,
what should they do, Scott?
They should tell all their friends about us. Go down there, see
to whathappened.world. Like, subscribe, watch our other shows and channels. Are you doing any more cooking shows ever? Never.
I will. I got some ideas. I got somebody. My new neighbor is going to give me one of her recipes.
Really?
Yep.
What are they going to be?
She hasn't told me yet.
She hasn't told you yet?
No.
Well, that sucks.
We have to get through this next couple of months here to make sure everything's fine for the big stuff, and then I'll have time again.
Fine for the big stuff?
We've got the concert season opening up now, and I've got my inspection for the buses this month. So,
fine for the big stuff.
Yep. So anyway, say your last line so I can go.
I want you to live every day, and we'll see you on the next show.
Be genuinely positive, live and love life, and have a good one.